When it comes to projecting your authority on camera, there's nothing quite like having the confidence that comes from knowing two things. One, you've done as good a job as possible at creating your content, and two, you can deliver it with style. But the denser your content, the harder it is to keep it all straight in your head as you deliver it, unless you use the waltz time method, which I introduced in a previous video. It just relies on editing to make it work. But some people want to be as efficient as humanly possible, and that does mean using a teleprompter because it can all be done in one take with no editing. But the teleprompters worth looking at have always been expensive, $500 to $1,500 US, even more in euros. So that leaves out the prompter for 90% of us, right? Well, okay, take a deep breath, because we're about to peek under the hood at your belief about what's possible, at least with video. Hi, I'm Steve Washer, and this is the 1 Minute Authority, the place to discover how to be more visible in your market. Here's the thing. When you're just starting a big activity like video marketing, you want to hold back on the costs until you're sure this is something you really want to invest your time in. Right now, I'm going to show you a way to get the best of both worlds. Hold down the cost and get the kind of results you can only get with a professional teleprompter. So I just want you to know before we get started, I have no affiliation with this prompter. I'm just a customer who talked to the engineer about it, who designed it for 3 hours. This is the Caddy Buddy. It does what my $1,500 teleprompter does for $1,500. I got it because I was surprised by the price and I wanted to see if this was something that could work for our community. But when I started playing with it, I learned that this is something rather special. Unlike all the other prompters I know of in this price range, it's professional through and through. The beam splitter glass is professional. The mountings are professional. It has a solid feel and easily holds the weight of your camera and tablet computer, even though the whole thing only weighs like 3 pounds. You can mount a regular video camera, a DSLR, an iPhone. In fact, it comes with an iPhone mount. It's designed to work with an iPad or other tablet computer to, scroll your scripts here. So there's no wires either. Let's hook it up now, take it for a spin. First, we attach the camera and slide it close to the glass. Then, we take this little black cloth that comes with it and cover it so that the light doesn't reflect back on the camera. Then we place the tablet on the tray. Then we just tell the teleprompter to start scrolling and go for it. And here we are. So now that price is off the table, we have a real dilemma, because the big question is, should you invest your time in a teleprompter? It doesn't matter to me, but I can give you some good criteria for evaluating this in about a minute. Then you can take your time and decide. Speaking of time, does your audience value time over money or money over time? If it's time over money, then the teleprompter might make sense because it allows you to deliver the most information in the least amount of time. Does your audience value spontaneity over craft or craft over spontaneity? They may just want to see the raw you. In that case, the teleprompter could be a hindrance, but maybe they appreciate that you took the time to create something special. And you can become so good at using the teleprompter, nobody has to know that you're using it. Then there's frequency. If you're making a video every now and then, investing your time in a teleprompter may be more trouble than it's worth, but if you're wisely building a series, it could become one of your most important tools. And finally, there's your own feelings. If the very idea of it leaves you cold, then it's probably better, just to let it go. It's really okay. But if you're intrigued by the idea of great content delivered with style and confidence, you may want to give it a try just to see what happens. I don't do many reviews because technology changes so often, but this is a major question, really, for all of us. And now that expense is no longer the big impediment, what you're really deciding is whether being on camera is a good idea for you. That's empowering. Well, like most of this video, which was recorded using this new teleprompter. Now, if you have any questions about the Caddy Buddy, you can call the company and ask Mike. It's the only company I know of where the chief designer answers his own phone. If you have any questions about video marketing or production, give me a call during our free office hours. I'll be happy to help you out. Those hours are posted on our website. Well, that's it for my review. We'll see you next week on the 1 Minute Authority.